We have also heard a lot about the Thailand Eastern Economic Corridor. What are some of these projects that you would like to share with our investors in general?
First of all, EEC, the Eastern Economic Corridor, is a flagship strategic initiative of this government. Its main goal is basically to serve as an investment-led transformation for the Thai economy. So it's not just about building new industries, new engines of growth for the economy, but it is also about building new environments that are up to international standards in terms of quality of life, not just for Thais, but for our friends who would come into the EEC, live in the EEC, and work with the EEC together. Amata actually has been there in that area even before the EEC was introduced in the first place. So Amata has been an integral part of the Eastern Seaboard, the three provinces that constitute the Eastern Economic Corridor. I think the critical thing that Amata is in a very good position to do is to promote closer linkages between the industries, the educational sectors, and the people sector, the public sector, because you have the facilities to do that, you have the vision to do that. Building, as I mentioned before, not just industries, but the environment. The environment. Smart city is, of course, is something that everyone is talking about these days around the world.
Now look at EEC. How can we translate these principles into education? Number one, we need to know the demand. And one way to know the demand is actually to interact very closely with industry. I think oftentimes the problem is that the Ministry of Education in many countries plan, particularly centrally plan their own education. I think you are going to fail. Then because in the world of education runs parallel with that of the industry. Number two, market friendly. By that I mean the education has to be liberalized. Nobody should have the power, the authority to centrally plan everything, thinking we know everything. The market knows best.
I talked to many people. They said, if I get rotated to Thailand, this is my promotion.
Paradise.
Yeah, it's my promotion. They said, oh, I'm very happy. If I got to move to another place, I said, oh, that's my punishment. Location. This is probably the right one. In fact, over the next 15 years, I am an economist. I always tell them with confidence that this will be one of the fastest growing region in the world. If you look in the CLMV country, Cambodia, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, and now also including Bangladesh, this is a total of almost 320 million people. And if you add Thailand, it will be 400 million people. Many of these countries is growing at 7 or 8%. And the growth rate will continue for at least maybe 1 decade. You want to be in the middle of the whole thing. And Thailand is right at the middle of this whole thing. We hope that Amata will be the spearhead in this area. We very much confident in Kun Vikram capabilities. I think he will definitely transform Amata smart city into a new area.
As far as transport project is concerned, we are planning to extend the transport facility, both land and sea, into the EEC areas. For the air side, we are planning to upgrade the Utapao Airport to make it international airport and a hub for the airport maintenance. Here in Thailand, we are talking a lot about having our own smart cities. And several models have been proposed on the government side. And I think this is the first time that the initiative was being up to the table from the private side. So I hope that Amata proceed with the projects and then make it happen and make it a success.
The EEC itself is the government policies in order to revitalize the Eastern Seaboard that has been started 30 years ago, to add more of the new light of the development. It's in line with the Thailand 4.0 policy of the government, meaning that EEC, which is cover 3 provinces, the Cha Cheng Sao, Chonburi, and Rayong, which is the coastal area of Thailand. EEC also will be the second phase of the Eastern Seaboard, the complete one for the Eastern Seaboard. We're looking forward to see more of the investment on the technology. We has been export the labor intensive to our neighboring country already, right? So that what we left behind is something more in a certain area. So we feel the high technology. We feel yes, value added industry. So that the policy said so, and let Thai people to get touch with the new technologies and earn good money from that. Amata city is the good example, not to mention to be the best example of the industrial estate in Thailand.
Well, first of all, the Energy Policy and Planning Office, or EPPO, has integrated plan on a national level and also on a regional level, especially for EEC, in which we spearhead together with the utilities, namely the EGATs, PA, and MEA, to make sure that the power supply in the EEC is adequate. And we would like also to elevate up the quality of the power supply in that area, because we understand that the needs for the next generations of investment, especially on the new S-curve industry, needs quality types of power supply. Within 2018, we would see some big move on digitization and transformation within the energy sector. So I wish Amata team and Kun Vikram a very good success for his vision.